Okay. All right. Okay, so I don't know how far most of you have gone, so I can't really say, but some of you have reached out to me. I know of someone who has already gotten their hosting and domain, and I know one of you already had a previous hosting previously and was just needing to work on it, and get it up and running. So I don't know how far you've gone. I'm really hoping that you guys can hear me as I'm speaking because the network is really, really very poor. All right. So please, from time to time, if I ask, you can send me a chat or you can react or something so that I know that, okay, I'm not just speaking to myself. Are we following so far?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
But
All
the
right.
challenge I
So,
have, I changed my room and the place I am. Very bad network. The network is from. It's not from you guys. It's from the place I am. So I'm having too
okay.
much challenge. That's why I have not done anything because I come back from work late, and when I come, I need to at least come in, do some certain things before the class starts. I cannot lay my hand to anything. Just find.
Oh,
But what I promise from now to Monday, I want to find a place that I can do this because this is more
okay.
important.
And
It's very
the
important to me,
good
but
thing
I'm
is the
doing
fact
a
that
lot.
okay, go ahead.
I'm using a lot. I'm just angry today because I have not done anything. I've not done anything. And this. I have two classes, but I'm taking this one too serious. But this one I'm taking serious. Where I go, I don't know why I moved to this place. That's really affecting me in all. I'm trying to pay for the Hosinga from Hosinga now, but the internet is
Okay.
very bad. I cannot do payment. I have money in my account, but I cannot do payment. If you say just at the time it will wipe, go out, come back. I'm
Okay.
trying to find another place from now to tomorrow, Monday. Let me just because here you pay monthly, so I just pay for this for month. I have not gone anywhere, but this is affected me. I need to move so I can finish up this. Both assignment I have
Okay.
the other side. I have not done anything. I have not done anything. The internet is too bad here.
All right. It's fine. Okay, so the good thing is even beyond the 14 days that this course is meant to run for, I'm always available for any support that you might need. Okay, so and since we're
Yes,
entering
sir.
into a weekend, I hope you also have the chance to, do something at least. All right, so that's fine. Okay, so this class is meant to be about how to update or change aspects of your e-commerce website. So this class is running on the assumption that, okay, you've bought your domain, you've bought your hosting, you've installed your WordPress, and you've also installed the e-commerce template. So there are videos concerning that, okay? There are videos concerning that in the Telegram group. Okay, and then you can actually go through, take your time to go through. The videos there are meant for those who are you going to use queue servers to be able to do that. But for those of you that are going to use Hostinger, it's even much simpler. So for those of you who are buying your hosting and domain through Hostinger, once you've bought it, just let me know and I can guide you through the process of doing that as well. The videos on the Telegram group have to do with queue servers, and it's supposed to be able to do a monthly subscription. So if you're doing a monthly subscription and you're buying a .com.ng, you don't spend more than 11,000 naira at most. Okay, so if you just want to be able to try it out and see how it works, and then when you are confident with what you're doing, you can pay for an annual subscription. All right, so quickly, I will quickly go through a couple of things that you can do or you should know. I will make videos concerning whatever I'm going to say here, and this class is recorded as well. Okay, so are we following so far? You can react so that I know that, okay,
Yes,
you're
yes.
following or okay, all right, that's fine. So in the last class or in the last session, I told you this was my website, right? This is cleverbooks.com. but I want to be able to change this into a what do you call it, a book website. All right, and there are two things I'm going to use. I'm going to use Canva. So let me go to my Canva. Okay, Canva, and then I can also use my Chat GPT. Okay, so those are the two main softwares I'm going to use. Also, I'm going to use Paint. Okay, every system has Paint. So if you're using a laptop, all you need to do is check or search for Paint. Paint will come up. So I'm also going to use this as well. So I will explain how all that will work. Okay.
I'm not seeing
Once
your
again,
screen.
the
I'm not seeing
internet
your
is
screen.
slow, so the pages coming up. Okay, you're not seeing my screen. Okay, let me see if I can share it again. Let me share. Let me try sharing my page. Okay, sharing screen, share entire screen. So I hope you guys are seeing my page now. Can you all see my page?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I just came on now.
okay, all right. Okay. All right, so this is my cleverbooks.com. The template I selected was the clothing line. So you can see everything is really all about clothes here. And what we want has to do with books. All right, so we want to be able to change all of these pictures into books. Okay, so but I can see my Canva is taking forever to load. So now Canva, through Canva, you can get a lot of nice pictures. Okay, but even if that doesn't work, there's an alternative because I really don't want to just wait for this to load up. Okay, so let's go back to our dashboard. Okay, to get back to our dashboard, on your left-hand corner, you have dashboard. Okay, a quick recap on how to access your back end. So let's assume you've bought your domain and you've bought your hosting. So let me get this. You've bought your hosting to be able to access your website. Okay, you all you need to do is to put the name of your website and then you say WP admin. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm typing it in the address bar. Okay, whatever the name of your website is, if you did everything correctly, you bought your hosting, you bought your domain, and you installed your WordPress correctly, then all you need to do is to type in your website address and then WP admin. So when you say enter, okay, it brings you to this page, okay, where you can put in your admin and your password. So all you have to do is to log in. So once you log in, you have your back end looking like this. All right, you have your back end looking like this. Now, there are two main places that you need to work on. The first is your pages. So you have a place called pages. Under pages, okay, we have two people that are trying to come in. So let them come in so that they can join us. Okay, so there are two main things that you should put into consideration when you want to adjust or edit your website. You have pages. This shows all the pages on your website. So for example, let's take a look at our website again, cleverbooks.com. So let me open it in a different tab, cleverbooks.com. Okay, cleverbooks.com. Okay, so at the menu, okay, at the menu at the top of your website, every website has that. You can see home, you can see shop, you can see us, and you can see contact us. Okay, so each one represents a page. Okay, so your website is made up of pages. So let's click on pages here. Pages, you can see all pages. So once you click on that, let's click on that. If you scroll down, you will see the pages here as well. So you can see home, you can see shop, you can see about us, you can see contact us, you can see my account, checkout, cards. Okay, so all these are different pages. Okay, all these are different pages representing pages on your website. So you can edit them. If you highlight any of them, you'll see edit. Okay, you can see quick edit, you can see trash, you can see view. So if you want to delete it, all you need to do is to click trash. If you want to edit it, you click on edit. Okay, so each page has those features. Okay, so the home page that we're talking about, this is where it is. So if I want to edit this page, for example, let me show you the home page. This is our home page, right? All right, this is our home page with the lady, and then you can see all these ladies here representing different styles and fashion items, and then you have all these other ladies down here. So we want to change all this. Okay, we want to put different stuff here. So all we need to do is to go back to our dashboard. We go to home. Under home, you can see edit, you can see quick edit, you can see trash, you can see view, and then you can see edit with Elementor. Okay, now the one that we're going to click is edit with Elementor. So let's click on that, edit with Elementor. All right, edit with Elementor. So remember I said Elementor is one of the best builders that you could use. Okay, it's very user friendly when it comes to designing your website. Okay, so let it open. It's going to take a little while. Network hasn't been friendly this way. Okay, so Elementor is the main app they are going to use. Usually when you are installing your theme, your abstract theme, it normally comes with it, but if not, you can install it as a plugin. Okay, so you can see this is the back end. This is what the back end looks like of our page. Okay, so let me show you the front. This is the front. Okay, and the back end, this is the back end. So you can see there's something on the left-hand side of your screen. And these are all the tools or widgets. We call them widgets in web design. Okay, they are all the different features that you can put into your website. So if I'm to give an analogy, it's like all your doors, windows, tables, chairs, piping, lighting, all the things that you need to make your website work. This is where you find them. Okay, on the left-hand side. Okay, so once you click edit with Elementor on your home page, this is where it brings us to. And we can edit a lot of things here. So you can see there's layout. That's the first thing you can see. Sorry, quick check. I hope everyone is seeing my screen.
Yes, I'm seeing your screen.
Yeah,
okay. All right. So on the left-hand side, you can see there's layout, there's container, there's grid. Then the next thing is the headings. Okay, the headings. So if you want to put a text or something, this is what you use. If you want to add an image, this is what you use. If you want to edit text, this is what you use. If you want to add a video, you want to add a button, all the buttons that you click on the website, this is what you do. You have a divider, you have icons, you have forms, you have spacers, you have Google Maps. So these are all the things that you can add to your website. Each one has its own function. Okay, you can have an accordion. I will explain what that is. Okay, you have a gallery, you have a image carousel. Okay, so I'm sure you've seen some websites whereby the pictures will just be sliding across. especially if they are trying to tell you, oh, these are all the brands that we've worked with. So you just see it sliding left to right automatically. That's what the image carousel is for. Then you see some websites where there's like a sort of countdown. Oh, you have 24 hours to take advantage of this offer. Okay, in 24 hours is going to expire. So you see the countdown. That's what this counter is for. Okay, you also have counters that also measure the number of visitors to your website. Okay, so if you want to keep track of how many people are actually visiting your website, there's also a counter for that. Okay, so there are so many different things that you can add here. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. Okay, once you see this upgrade, that means you have to pay for it. But even with a lot of free stuff, you can definitely design your website. Okay, so that's for the left hand side here. We'll go through some of these things. Now, for the main body itself, when you put your cursor or your mouse over a particular section of your website or a page on a website is divided into sections. Okay, let's take a look at our website. Let's take a look at it here. You can see this first part is a section where this lady is here and you have your title. If we scroll down a bit, it changes color. You can see this is another section which contains the featured clothes. If you scroll down further, you have another section again. Okay, I'm sure this is just talking about a particular clothing collection. If you scroll down again, you have another section. So a website is made up of sections. Okay, it's made up of sections. And if you are designing a website, you need to have that at the back of your mind. Now, every time you put your cursor over a particular section, you will see something that pops up at the top. You have the edit container. Okay, you can see there's a plus, there are like 6 dots, and then there's an X. The plus means you want to add another section to the top of the one that's there. Okay, I will say it again. The plus means you want to add another section. You want to add a container. The 6 dots means you want to edit the existing container. And of course, the X means you want to delete the container. Okay. So in this case now, we want to edit this one. I want to change this background picture. Okay. I don't want it to be this lady that's there. Probably I want it to be a bookshop or a library or something along those lines. So I will click on the 6 dots, edit container. I click on that. Okay, now as soon as I click on that, on the left-hand side, all the features have changed. Okay, the interface is now different. Now you can see it's showing edit container. And you have 3 headings here. You have the layout, you have the style, and you have advanced. Okay, so you want to edit either the layout or you want to change something about it, the picture, the design, or you want to do some advanced work on it. So in this case, because we want to change the picture in the background, we go to style. So I click on style. Okay, so now that I've clicked on style, so can you see the picture that is right here is now also here in the left-hand side. And if I highlight it or I put my cursor over it, I can now choose an image. So I can replace the image that is here with something else. So all I need to do is choose image. As soon as I do that, it comes over here to the media interface. Okay, now here you have 3 choices. You can upload a file from your system. So let's assume that you already have a picture you want to upload. You can upload that here, or you can go to the media library. The media library is made up of pictures that are already on your website. Okay, you can either do that, or you can search for images. So WordPress itself has a lot of free images for you to use. Okay, are you with me so far?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
All right. So that. So let me start again. Quick recap from your home page. Okay. Every time you put your cursor over a section, it shows 3 options: the plus sign, which is to add a container; the 6 dots, which is to edit a container, and the X, which is to delete a container. If you click on edit, it brings up an interface on the left-hand side. You have the layout, you have the style, I have advanced, depending on what you want to do. In this case, we want to change the picture. So you can see there's the picture here under style. We go to choose image. In choosing image, you have 3 choices. You can upload a file from your system. You can choose from the media library images you already have on your website, or you can search images. Okay, so in this case, I want to search for an image. So I can just put books. Let me type books. Okay, books. And let's see what it will bring up. Okay, books. Okay. I can see somebody reading books. Okay, I think I like the idea of that. So instead of the lady just sitting down there, I might decide to pick a picture of somebody reading books. Or I can also pick a bookshelf, or I can pick something like this. So you can scroll down and try to see as many pictures as possible. Now, I would also like to inform you about something. When you are selecting pictures, you must put into consideration what sort of format they are. What do I mean? Now, this picture that you have here is what we call a landscape picture. Okay, so for those of you who are familiar with those terms, maybe you are into printing, you will know that you have what you call landscape and portrait. Okay, landscape and portrait. So it's very important that you know the difference between the two, so that when you are adding pictures or you're selecting pictures, you are very conversant of the best picture to use. Okay, because sometimes you go to some websites and you discover that all the pictures are all over the place. They are not arranged very well, and that's because they've not considered, the arrangement or the page orientation. So you can see I've just shown you what portrait is. Portrait is like your A4, okay? But then when you turn it sideways, then you have that as landscape. Okay, so when you're selecting your pictures, you must always consider measurements. You must consider arrangements, orientation. That's what makes your website look nice. So for example, let's take a look at this website. You can see all the pictures here. They're well arranged. The sizes are equal. There's no difference between the picture. It looks very professional. That's because they took their time in selecting the kind of pictures that they want to have, and it's well arranged. Okay, so let's go back and select our picture. So we want to change this first one, and because it is a it's a landscape picture, we need to look for pictures that are landscape. Okay, so let me see. I think I can select. This is a lady. Okay, 2 ladies that are reading. Okay, they took a book to read. I think I like this picture. Um, there's a line of thought in advertising that if you want to advertise something, put a woman into it. That's a line of thought when it comes to advertising. If you want something to sell, put a woman as somebody that is going to sell it. All right, so I'm selecting this picture now. You have some options, okay? And part of the options you can see is landscape. So you can see landscape right there. We can now insert image. So let's insert the image. Okay. All right, fine. So you can see the image has changed. Okay. But this will not become live until you publish. So on the upper right hand corner of your screen, you can see publish. Okay, publish. So you click on that. So whatever changes you are making to your website, if you want it to become live, you publish it. If you don't publish it, it will not display. Okay, and you might end up losing all the changes you've made. So we've published it now. Let's go back to our website. So this is what it looks like, right? Let's refresh. If we refresh it, let's see what shows up. All right. So can you see that now?
Must you publish at anyone edits, or can you finish all the whole editing before you publish? Sorry.
Yes, you can finish. You can take as many steps as possible before you publish. So you don't have to do it after every move. You can make 20, 30, 40, but just have it at the back of your mind that you need to publish. Okay. All right. Okay, so we've changed that
Let me
picture
also
now.
know,
Okay.
this publish stated,
Yes.
this publish you've
The
stated,
public,
does it affect the public? Is that how the public will see your website as at that moment? Or should I say right now, this is work in progress, so it's not displayed to the public. So why are we doing this publish?
okay, so the thing is, oh no, my network. So can you all see my screen?
Yes, you can see.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So someone, before I went out, someone asked a question as, okay, this site is live and it's still under construction. So why should we do that? So usually when I design websites for clients, they tell me their domain and all that. So I usually don't, you don't start advertising to people that, oh, you have your website up and running already. Okay, so I prefer to look at it while it's live. Of course, people don't know that such a website exists. For example, this cleverbooks.com, besides you, the participant, nobody else knows that this website exists. So the chances of somebody trying to Google it or trying to search for it is virtually zero because it has not been advertised yet. So you have all the time to now go through it, see how it looks, because it's not just about how it looks on your desktop or on your laptop. It's also important on how it looks via your mobile phone as well. So for example, if you're looking at my screen, you can see the upper part, which is showing desktop. There's a middle part here which shows tablet. So it's going to show you how it looks like on a tablet device, and then even mobile, how it's going to look on your phone. So you can see. It's just that right now we're focusing on the desktop, but after you've designed everything on your desktop or laptop, you still have to go to the mobile setup and see how it looks like on the mobile setup, because we know that most clients, especially when it comes to the e-commerce space, they work with their phones. So you must make sure that your website is also mobile friendly. So to answer your question, this is just my strategy, or this is my recommendation in terms of designing your website. If it's a site that's already known, and maybe yes, you just want to work on some things at the back end, then yes, you can now switch it off and work on it personally, pending when you are done, and then you can now publish it publicly. I hope that answers your question.
Okay, so what you're saying is that right now this is not published publicly. It's just within your work frame that you are publishing, and it's only you see of this.
No, it's actually published live. If you search the name now, cleverbooks.com on your browser, it will actually come up. So it's live. It's just that if I don't tell you about it, you won't know to search for cleverbooks.com. So it's actually live right now. It's live.
Okay.
So as the changes are being made, you can actually see it live. So I prefer to do that because I can now, when I actually publish something, I can go to my browser, which is this. I can now check it out. Okay, is it all right? I can now check probably on my mobile phone as well. Okay, is everything in place? I'm able to make corrections in real time. It's not a question of, oh, I designed everything and now tell everybody, oh, please check it out. Then people are now seeing different corrections and stuff like that. So that's the way I prefer to design my website. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we've changed.
Okay. Another question.
We've changed. Okay. Yes. Go on. Go
on. Another question. When you were picking this picture,
yes,
did you take into cognizance that you were building an e-commerce website, and you did get that picture from an e-commerce range of pictures, or you just picked anywhere?
No. Okay. Now, where I picked it from was from the WordPress um, um, image portfolio. You understand? It's copyright free, so you can use it. All right.
Okay.
So let me navigate to that point again. Choose image. Then you have your upload files, media library, search images. So all these pictures that you see here, they are all copyright free. And it's not based on, oh, it has to be an e-commerce picture. There's nothing as such, you know, it's pictures. So, but these ones are copyright free. If you use them on your website, nobody is going to come and hold you. So, oh, you've carried our picture. No, you can use these pictures. Okay, and there are lots of them, so you can search for them. There are some other sites too that you can actually go to look for pictures. For example, one of the sites too that also offers free pictures is Pexels, pexels.com. Let me open it up for you. So there are certain websites that you can get free copyright pictures. So pexels.com. Okay, so you can see the best free stock photos, royalty-free images and videos shared by creators. So here you can get free pictures. Okay, though most of them are more Western centric. So if you're looking for things that are African, you may not really get so much here, but it's still a very good place to get a lot of free pictures that are
Okay.
.com, flaticon.com. It's one of my favorite websites too to go to when you're looking for um, icons. Let me head there. Flaticon.com. Flaticon.com. Okay, this seems to be taking a while to load. Flaticon.com. Okay. I think I made a mistake there. Okay, yes, it's opening up now. Okay, flaticon.com. All right, so you can see you can access over 18.1 million vector icons. So all these kind of icons and images that you want to use for your websites, you can definitely use them. All right, so these are just one or two of the places. Well, these are my go-to places for getting free stuff. And then, of course, so Canva too has its own free pictures that I can use. So by virtue of the fact that I'm a Canva pro person, there are thousands of pictures there that you can also use from Canva. But the quickest and the easiest one to use, of course, is the one from WordPress. Yeah, so I hope that answers that question.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so that's fine. So we've edited this particular picture. So let's scroll down. Now we have some pictures here, okay? If we select this one, you can see it's showing us edit shortcode. Now we can't edit these pictures because these are products, okay? There's a different way to edit these pictures, so we can't change any of these. So once you see anything shortcode, you know that, okay, this has to do with a product, so you can't touch these. So let's still scroll down. This is another section again. So let's click on the edit container. Okay, edit container, we go to style. Okay, so once again, you can see the picture on the left-hand side is what we can see over here. So we can just choose image. Once again, we go to search images. So let me just put library this time and put library. Let's see what it brings up. Okay, so you can see a whole bookshelf. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. All right, so I like this one here. Okay, it's a room full of books. I can just insert. Okay, so make sure, and you can see pictures are quality pictures. Okay, so that enhances your website. Definitely be very picky when it comes to your pictures. Your pictures should look awesome. Okay, so that when people come to your website already, they're already blown away by how professional it looks. Okay. It seems to be taking a while to. Okay. No, this. Okay. All right. So that's fine. Okay. So you can see this has come in. Okay. And that's already equipped there. Okay. So I can now this particular lady right here. Okay. Explore our exquisite bag collection now. Okay, so in this case now here, I opt to include, is either I put in somebody that's reading, or I just put a feature book, maybe one of the books that I want to actually um, publish. I can decide to put it here. If there was a book series that I wanted people to read, I can decide to add that here. So maybe there's a particular book series that I want to put. So for the purpose of this class, I'm just going to pick one randomly from Google. But of course, at the end of the day, I'm going to have my own books that I want to actually put here. So I want to put in, because I love fantasy books. I'm a very big fan of fantasy books. So I want to put in token series. So let's see, I want to put in the Lord of the Rings. I'm sure that's very popular. So token series. Okay, is somebody knocking? Okay, somebody is Tom Clark. Okay. Okay, so the token series. All right, so let's see. Okay. Now, back to our page, we can see that this particular picture that we want to change, okay, you can see it's a portrait arrangement. It's portrait. Okay, so books normally are always shown in portrait. So let's see if we can pick any particular page. Let's say we just want to put, okay, you can see this book collection set, the Lord of the Rings book collection set. So I like the way this looks. Okay, I can decide to pick just this. So let me save it. Save image as. Okay, I just save it. Okay, and I save it to my system. Okay, so I've saved it to my system. So all I need to do is to come back to my page. Now, this particular section now, all I need to do now, because this is an image box. So you can see it once you put your cursor over it, the lines that are showing the demarcation will pop out. So you know where to click. So you can see there's an edit icon here. Once you click on it, you can see on the left-hand side already is showing you where you can change it. Okay, so I choose image. In this case now, I'm uploading from my system. So I'm not searching. I'm not using the media library. I'm uploading from my system to upload files. So I select the file. I click on select files. And then let's see, where's the picture I just downloaded? Okay, I can't seem to find it. Okay, upload files. Oh, it didn't show up. Okay, let me go back here again. Let me see if I can save it. Maybe I'll give it a specific name so that it's easy for me to find. So let me right click, save as. Okay, right click, save as. Let me give it a name so that it's easy for me to find. Maybe I'll call it Lord, Lord, so that I can easily find it, Lord. All right, I come back here again. I select files. Okay. Then I search for Lord. I search for Lord, Lord. That's strange.
Let's check location is in check location.
Okay, check your download.
Okay, let me
From the
see
download.
the location.
Search for the download.
Yeah, it's okay. Another option is to just drag it. So since I can't do it that way, you can drag it into this particular place. So I drag it in, drop files to upload. So and it's here now. Okay, so I just select it and the picture changes. Okay, so I can now decide to write something else, explore our Tolkien series, the Lord of the Rings series. Okay, so that's that. So I now scroll down again. This is another section. Okay, I just want to repeat this so that it sinks in as to how to change the pictures of your website to suit your needs, whether it's electronics you're selling or vehicles and all that. This is just the process of editing the
Hello, good evening,
templates that
sir.
you've chosen. Yes,
Hello.
good evening, madam.
Please,
Yes,
why
good
didn't
evening.
you change the write-up? Because you have food book there, but then it's still saying the write-up is saying bag, it's busy bag something.
Yes, I wanted to deal with the pictures first before now talking of write-up. So I just want to repeat this process so that you understand how to change picture. Or should I switch to the text right now? Is everybody satisfied with the process of changing pictures?
Let's do the next one.
Okay,
Let's do the
all
next
right.
picture.
So I just wanted us to change. So I wanted us to change the pictures first before we now start talking about the text. All right. So let's take a look at this next one. We have, let's select the section. Okay. The 6 dots once again. Then you select style. So let's check on that style. Good. You can see the lady right there. Now, the picture was strategic such that she's on the right hand side of this picture. So you can see her there. So a vast part of the picture, there's nothing there. That's where they placed all this text. Okay, so all these are design tips and tricks. So if I'm to change this picture, I must make sure that whichever picture I'm going to select to, whoever I'm going to put there should be, over at that side. I might even decide to even leave this picture as is because she looks like a very scholarly person. But then again, let's just take a look at it. So we choose, okay, this time I'm going to search images. So let's see. I can decide to put, let's see, reading. Let's put reading again. Let's see if we can find something nice. Reading. Let's see what it brings out for us. Okay. 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 I think let me use. Okay. I like this one. Somebody standing. It's a far off picture. Somebody standing with her dog. Let's still scroll down. Let's see what other options we may have. Okay. I also like this library. Okay. Okay, so as not to waste time, let's select the one with the lady and her dog just standing reading. So let's select this one. All right. Okay, somebody is still knocking. Tom Clark again. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so in this case, it's still landscape that we want to use. Okay, we want to use landscape, and then we can insert. Okay, landscape, and we can insert. Okay, so let's see how it looks like. Please, whoever speaker is on, I think that's Tom Clark. Okay. All right. So let's see how it looks like. Has it loaded? All right. Excellent. Very good. So you can see. All right. Though the dog has disappeared, but it's fine. So we can publish this. Okay. So this is how you're just going to be changing all the pictures of the website. Now, as I said, the product, you can't change the product that way. I will get to how that is done. Okay. So now back to text. Okay. So we're talking about text. To change text is very, very simple. So all you need to do, you put your cursor over a particular text, you will see the familiar writing icon. Okay. And all you can do is you click on that. Once you click on it, on the left-hand side, you will see where it shows the text that you are seeing there. Okay. So previously it's casual and everyday, right? So I want to write something else that will replace that. Now, this is where your chat GPT really helps. Okay, you can come up with stuff, but you can also look for ideas from chat GPT. So that casual and everyday now, I can just copy it. Okay, let me show you how I did that. So on the left-hand side, I just highlighted everything there, right click, copy. I come to my Canva, okay, and I paste it there. Sorry, I come to my chat GPT. I said casual and everyday. I put a dash for a fashion shop website. Then I can now say give the equivalent for a bookshop website or online bookshop. So let's see what it will say. Okay, so for a bookshop website, an equivalent to casual and everyday could be popular and everyday reads, bestsellers and daily reads, everyday essentials, must-have reads, trending and timeless books. All right, so these are some options. Okay, so I think I like popular and everyday reads. So I can just copy this. I come back to my site and then I copy this and I paste what I have done, popular and everyday reads. So you can see it has changed that, right? It is now popular and everyday reads here. The next thing, this effortlessly blend comfort and style. I just select it. On the left-hand side, you can see everything there. Effortlessly blend comfort and style. Okay, that's the title. That's the one that's big. And then the description is what you have there. So the same thing, I can copy this. Okay, copy. Okay, and I say this is the title. I paste that. Effortlessly blend comfort and style. And then I come down here, I select the description. Copy. And then I also tell ChatGPT this is the description. Okay, and I paste that there. And then I now move down and I now say, give the equivalent for above fashion website for a book website. So let's see what it will bring up. So it's going to take that title and description and give you something that matches stuff for books. Okay. All right. So you can see title: effortlessly dive to your next great read. All right. Effortlessly blend relaxation and inspiration with our popular and everyday reads collection. So all I need to do is to copy this. Okay. And then I come here, I paste it, I can select it there, and I paste. Okay. You can see effortlessly dive into your next great read. I come here again, I copy the description. Okay. So that's why I said if you've not started using ChatGPT, please do. It makes your work very easy. And then you paste. All right, so we have that. Okay, so this view collection is a button. Once you click on it, on the left side, you can see edit button. All right, you can change the text. In this case, it is view collection. I can change mine to view series, because usually books are in series. So I can change this to series. Okay, view series. Okay, now there's a link. So this is supposed, this button is supposed to take me to a new page, but we don't have a link for that yet. So we can leave that. When you've created other pages, then you can now put a particular link there. Okay, so we can now publish this. At least we've finished this section, so I can publish it. So if I go back to my home, to my page, now this is the live page now. If I refresh, okay, let me refresh. And then it ought to bring everything we've done out. Okay, so you can see popular and every effortlessly blend relaxation and inspiration with our popular data. So everything is there. But I think we've missed something on top. I can see fem wardrobe. So we don't want that there. Fem wardrobe. Okay, that still doesn't look to be visible. Perhaps this is part of the menu. Let me click on it here and see. Okay, so that's a button. So this fem wardrobe is a button, and most likely it's part of the menu. Now to edit the menu is a whole different thing entirely. So let me give you another thing you ought to know. This part of your website where you have your home, your shop, your about us, contact us, you can see the checkout point here, and this fem wardrobe, we call that the header of your website. Okay, meanwhile, the very bottom, which contains, usually it contains the menu categories. Usually most websites have this. We call that the footer of your website. So every website is made of the header and the footer. Okay, you can't edit those ones here. There are specific places you need to go to edit those ones. All right, so changing the text is the same all around. As I said, these ones are products, so you can't change this. Okay, you change this title. So this most popular, for example, I can change it to featured books. Featured books. Okay, featured books or featured titles, whichever works. Okay, I can scroll down. Okay, I can change this now. All I need to do is to click on it. On the left hand side, you can see it there under title, explore our exquisite bag collections. Now I can change that. Explore our let's say exhilarating adventure series. Adventure series. Okay. Our exhilarating adventure series. Then you can delete the rest. Okay. Exhilarating adventure series. And you can publish that. Okay. View collection. You also change that to series. So I hope you are understanding the process. Okay. All right. So on and on and on. So that's how you can now change all that. Okay. So we have about 15 minutes left. Now, how do you change the product? How do you change these products? So let's get to that now. Now, if you want to exit this point, okay, two things. First off, let's assume you made a mistake and you want to make a correction. Maybe there was something you changed and you don't like what you did and you want to go back. How do you do that? There's no undo here. So what you need to do, in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, you can see there's Elementor logo. There are like 3 lines up here. So you click on once you click on it, this now shows the history of all the actions you've taken. So you can navigate back to wherever you are confident that everything is fine. And then once you click on it, it will go back to that point. Okay, so let me repeat that again. If you want to undo whatever you've done, you go up here. Okay, you see the three lines, you click on it, you see history, and then once you click on that, it shows you the history of all your activities, your actions, and then you can go back to one that you want to continue from. All right, so if you want to exit from here, you go back to that same three lines, and then you can see exit to WordPress. Make sure you publish before you do this, because if you published and you exit to WordPress, all the actions that you've taken will be lost. Okay, so it's very important that you publish before you move out from this place. Okay, so once we click exit to WordPress, okay, once you go back there, so it takes you, it will take you to a page first before you exit finally. Okay. Okay, so this is our page. Okay, let me refresh this page so that I'm sure the changes that we made to ought to reflect. While this is trying to open. Okay, so click the books. The network really gone down. Okay. Okay, right. So this has opened up. Okay, still trying to open. All right. Let's give it a couple of seconds. Are you still? You're all hearing me? Are we still together? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Sorry, the page is taking a little bit of time. Okay. An alternative way of navigating back to WordPress, because this seems to be taking an awful lot of time. You can, from here, we opened up our WordPress before, we can, and at the upper right hand section of your screen, you can see dashboard. Okay, so you can just head straight to dashboard. So instead of waiting for all this to work, you can just close that and head straight to dashboard. Okay, so we're here now, back at dashboard. So we're talking about the products. Let's open the Klevafx in another tab, so that I can still edit it and we see how the changes are being made. Okay. So now, under the dashboard, at the left-hand side of your screen, we talked about pages. Now you can see there's products here. Okay, products. All right. So we can select all products. Okay, there's products at the left-hand side of your screen, and then select all products. Good. So this is where all your products are. All right. So depending on, in fact, this is where 80% of the work will take place, because if you have a lot of products, then you have to upload your products one by one. Okay, upload one by one. All right, so we can see, let's take a look at page. Okay, this is still trying to open, but let's take a look at this product, for example. Okay, you can edit it. Okay, you can see, you can have whether it's in stock. You can see the prices here. You can see the category. Okay, these categories are very important. So, for example, let's assume you go to Jumia or Konga or even Amazon, and you are searching. Let's say just type into the search engine books. That word books is a category. So all the products all under that category, it will bring all of them out. So this is where you're going to specify it. So let's assume it's furniture you want to buy. Let's say it's chairs you want to buy. That word chair is a category. you have to specify it for your product. So your product can have more than one category, but you must specify a category for your product. Are we following so far?
Okay, is there a central means of determining whether a product should fall into one category or the other, so that it's also in alignment with what is obtainable worldwide? You understand?
No,
Mm-hmm.
you are the one that
Okay.
will have to specify that. Okay, you
Okay.
have to specify that. So it means
Okay.
if you have your inventory, you should have already
Mm-hmm.
sort of taken time to define what those products are. So and then you can now create your categories, and then you can now upload. So when you hear people charging a lot of money for e-commerce websites, is usually because of this, because taking that time out to specify and ensure that each product falls under the right category, the price is specified, updating as to whether it's in stock or not. All those things require quite a lot of time, especially if you have a lot of products. So you can imagine if you have 500 products and you have to really specify each one and be sure that, okay, it falls under the right category. So it's something you have to specify, because the
Okay.
categorization would definitely, it's all at the back end. If you want to be able to get templates and see, okay, what are people doing on their websites, you can go to their websites, you can see what categories they have, and then you can glean something from there. So okay, let's take a quick look, though we've almost run out of time. This is 8:53. So let's see. So let's go to Jumia, for example, jumia.com.ng. Okay, jumia.com.ng. So right from the home page on the left-hand side, you can see some categories already. Okay, you have appliances, phones and tablets, health and beauty, home and office. All these are categories. Good. Once I highlight any of them, now you can see it brings up subcategories. So you can do all these specifications at your back end. So it is somebody, whoever designed the website, has taken the time to specify all these things, even based on brand, based on the printer type, based on the computer accessories, data storage. This is the classification that they've set up. So you have to be able to do this as well with what you are trying to do. For fashion, is women's fashion, kids fashion, men's fashions, all fashion, watches, and all that. So this is supposed to help the user narrow down whatever search that they have. So by the time they come here now and they're searching for something, you can see search products, brands, and categories. Okay, so I hope we understand that point.
Yes. Yes. It's okay.
Okay, all right. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, so we are here now. Let's look at this first one, Power Suit Ensemble. Okay, Power Suit Ensemble. So let's click on edit. Okay, let's click on edit. Let's see what it looks like, this particular product. Okay, I didn't check whether it was a featured product or not. I would have wanted to work on a featured product. So let's see. Okay. So I think this lady is on the first page. You can see her here. This Power Suit Ensemble. Okay, let's go back. So you can see. So it's this place. This is where you change the picture. Okay, so the image to edit or update, or you can even remove the product image entirely. So you can change this picture. Now, there's something you must take into consideration when changing enter or there's a measurement here. Okay, for this picture, it is 960 by 1170 pixels. This is the measurement of this picture. If you look at this place, you can see all of them are the same size. One picture is not bigger than the other. They are all equal in size. And that is because of that measurement. So you must always keep the measurement at the back of your mind. And this is where Paint comes into play. Okay. If you've not used Paint, every system comes with Paint. And at the bottom of your paint, you can see there's something here, 585 by 585 pixels. So paint operates on pixelation as well. So it can help you to measure or arrange your picture to fit whatever size you have on your website. So let's do that. So this is this picture is 960 by 1170. It's definitely looking like a portrait picture. So let me look for a book now that I can use. Which book now will I pick? Let's look for any fantasy book. Okay, Game of Thrones is a popular one. So let's look for any Game of Thrones title. Game of Thrones. Okay, Game of Thrones books. Okay, images. So I just need the front cover of the book. Okay, showing the movies. Book. Okay, book titles. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay, I can see a Song of Ice and Fire. Okay, Song of Ice and Fire. So this is just a straight cover. And let's save that. Okay. So I can save image as, okay, or let me save it from here. Usually when you open up a picture like this, it actually gives you the measurement as well when it has loaded, though it's taking time to load. Let me see if I can quickly save it. So once you save it, you now take it to your paint and make the necessary adjustments to fit that picture. So it's important that all your pictures have the same measurement. I'm sure you probably don't have. Okay, like this picture now that is 256 times 390. If I try to match it to that particular measurement that we have, the pixels might not be very clear. Okay, so but nevertheless, because this is a test, just a test one, so let me save this one. Okay, I've saved it, and now the measurement we're trying to enlarge it to is 960 by 1170. Ah, that's small. Let's see if we can find something with a bigger measurements, because that's we need something that at least is close. Oh, this is way better. It's 1933 by 2560. Okay, so this is way better. All right, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so let me save this. Save image as. This is a better one. So always put into consideration all these things, because the visuals of your website is what people see first before they think of anything else. Okay, so this is, let's call it book one, or just one. So I save that. Now I'm going to my paint now. Okay, I'm going to open this up in paint. So I go to File, Open. Okay, and there it is, book 1111. Okay, so you can see it's here now. Okay, at the bottom you have zoom, so I can zoom out. Okay, so that I can see the entire book, but the measurement is down here, 1933 times 2560. Now if I want to resize this, there's an icon here. This class is being recorded, so don't be afraid. Everything you see here, you get to actually go through at your convenience. Okay, somebody's coming in very late. All right, so back to our paint. So you come to resize. You click on resize. You go to pixels. Okay, and you can see the measurements there now. Now we want to reduce this to 960. So you select that and you say 960. 960. You can see the vertical has automatically adjusted itself to 1271. But what we want, let's check out our measurement again. What we want is 1170, which is the measurement of this picture. So I come here, I uncheck this main aspect ratio, and I change this to 1170. So 1170. Okay, I change that to 1170. So I say okay. Good. So it has been changed to the exact measurement of the picture that was previously there. So I go to file and I save. Now let's go back to our site. So we are here now, and this is the picture that we want to change. I just go to upload file, select. Okay. Okay. So there's the book 111. So I upload it. Okay, and I say set product image. Set product image. So you can see it's there now. It has replaced it. Okay, and I can just update. Okay, and just update. All right. So now that I've updated it, let's go back to our page here and let's refresh. Let's see whether the picture has actually updated. Okay. Let's see whether it's actually updated. Okay. Let's see. This is taking a little bit of time to load. If your networks are faster, there probably you can refresh at your own end too, and just check out the homepage klevafx.com and see whether it has actually changed or updated. While this is still opening, because I'm guessing it's still opening, we can still come back here. So as I said, this is where you edit all the information about your website. So this is the title. You can see this is the URL. Okay. So let's assume it's something that is going out from your website to a different site entirely. This is where you put the link. The button text, buy products. The product description is going to be here. Okay, so these are all the places. This is where you're going to put all the information concerning this product. Okay, let me see whether it has opened. No, it did not. Let me refresh again. Aha, okay. So let's see. You can see it has changed its image, right? And you can see it is still the exact same size as the other pictures. Okay, I think the only thing probably we didn't factor in is the fact that it's cutting off some of the images. So that can still be adjusted in such a way that it actually fits. So I just clicked on that picture now, and it came to the next page. Okay, the next page now, all that description that you're going to change, this is where it's going to be affected. So you click the picture here for that particular product. So any change I make to this particular place, that's going to be affected here. Okay. So whether it's the pricing or whether it's the description, all that and you can see even the checkout point is still here. So remember, I asked you guys to register with Paystack. So I hope you've already started the process.
I don't think you sent us video on how to register it.
Okay, all right. I will do that this night. If not this night, hopefully tomorrow morning. But the process is pretty straightforward though for Paystack, but I will definitely send it across. I'll definitely send it. So you need to do that so that by the time we get to this point of how to add your checkout or your payment portal, then it will be for you to do that. Okay, so it's already past 9, so we'll stop at this point. This class has been recorded and you can definitely go through. As I said, this is under the assumption that you've already scaled the hurdles of buying your hosting, buying your domain, installing your WordPress and installing your theme. Once you've succeeded in doing all that, then you can start to edit the products and the design of your website. All right. So I hope we've followed so far. I hope today's class was beneficial.
Yes, very, very beneficial.
Okay. All right. So do we have any questions that we want to ask before we log off? Okay. I would take that as a no. So means everything I've explained is on point and we can definitely forge ahead.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So once again, thank you so very much for being part of this class. We are entering into a weekend, so I know a lot of you will have the time now to actually do things because I know the work days sometimes can be very hectic. So please take your time. If you have any challenges over the weekend, I will do my best to be available to you and respond so that we can work out any issues you might be having. All right. And I do hope too that the network too is favorable over the weekend. All right. So thank you once again for being part of this class. You're all highly appreciated. Do have a wonderful night, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Same to you.
All right. Thank you.